Hey, welcome to the DanjA Zone. It's Ashli. Everything in this video was found on a public domain and the full disclaimers down below. Lots of love and many blessings your way. And a big thank you to every contributor to this video. I really hate being the bearer of bad news. I wish for once one video would have something positive about Meghan. But it can't happen, so let's move on. You know what, you guys? That book, Finding Freedom, is just not working out for them like they thought it truly would. I guess I underestimated the Queen because I do feel like she has a major hand in what's going on. That book of theirs has not even yet hit the shelves, y'all. Not even made it to the stores. And it's already been slashed drastically in price. The Queen does not let things go. What Harry needs to realize is what the Queen wants, the Queen gets, not Meghan. Seems like the Queen really proved a point to Meghan with Beatrice's wedding, which we'll talk about that in just a second. In the legal battle that Meghan and Harry are in against the Mail on Sunday, you really have to wonder why Harry, who totally knows what the deal is, wouldn't stick his, he should have said, hey, look, Meghan, what you're saying is wrong. You're making an ass out of yourself. Don't go there. Instead, he allowed her to say stuff that simply wasn't true in these court papers, such as Eugenie and Beatrice earn inside income as working rules, when in fact, they're not working rules at all. They are not obligated to show up to royal events, whereas Meghan and Harry were. Y'all, Harry knew this. Why did he allow her to go with that? And that's how Meghan is. She wants to plunge the knife in somebody's back and twist it. Do you guys realize that Beatrice and Eugenie took Meghan under their wing, even when she was just dating Harry? Even after she threw that tantrum at that servant, the one where Kate and she had that argument over. I had no clue until recently she stomped her foot at that person. She literally hopped up and down, stomping her feet towards that servant. I had no idea it was that bad. And of course, after Kate and William brought this to Harry's attention, he made every excuse in the book for Meghan. She's new at this. Give her some time, which it only got worse. Talking to journalist Jay, he knew all about this private wedding affair, and so did Harry and Meghan. So they knew it was going to be a low-key event, family only, basically. So my buddy Jay told me this morning that she had Harry contact Beatrice, wanting an E-vite. For some reason, she felt like she needed to show up. Now, allegedly, they didn't tell her no. They didn't say no to Harry. Y'all, they didn't even reply. Didn't even reply back. I wish I had been a fly on the wall when they both seen this beautiful picture coming out in the media. Beatrice and Eduardo wanted a very low-key, nothing flamboyant or over-the-top or too pricey wedding. They just simply wanted a private, cozy family affair. And it was so whimsical and so beautiful. It's all of my taste. Let's talk about that beautiful dress. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. I loved it, y'all. Love that dress. It's perfect. Anyway, the Queen wore that to a state dinner in Rome in 1961. And the tiara was made from a diamond necklace that used to belong to Queen Victoria. Same one the Queen got married in. What message do you think the Queen was sending to Meghan by allowing Beatrice to borrow these things that personally mean something to the Queen? I have a sneaky suspicion that Meghan has been in the worst mood since seeing all of these beautiful little pictures and learning about the gorgeous little details, like Shakespeare being read, not having an over-the-top dramatic choir, reading a couple passages from the Bible. Meghan's wedding, in my opinion, was so tacky, so over-the-top and wasteful. It felt more like the Grammys or the Emmys. It was ridiculous. So where does it get somebody by sucking up to A-listers? Her book's not even full price anymore. You know what I mean? Nobody's stepping up for her. What a dummy. Karma is real. You totally reap what you sow in life. Beatrice also said the reason why she didn't want to have such a high-profile wedding, made a big deal of, is because she did not want to overshadow this 100-year-old Captain Tom's knighting from the Queen. How kind, considerate, and very selfless. I really appreciate somebody with that kind of heart. I have to say, Andy and Sarah Ferguson are two mess-ups, but they have pretty good girls. Okay, so I want to pick up the pace because I hate long, drawn-out videos. So I'm going to make this as quick as possible. So as we all know, the star of the show in this court case is the letter to her dad. People magazine did a big article. 5 of her closest friends came out to explain it all in detail. And I remember those articles saying that they had her permission. I remember that clear as a bell. Now keep in mind, these people, these 5 close friends of Meghan's, back then didn't want to release their names. For some reason, it was important for them to stay anonymous. So Meghan has since identified these people to the court, listing them only by letters, A, B, C, D, E. Okay, y'all, here's where it gets really weird. Even though she's made their identities known to the courts, allegedly, she's asked the courts not to bother these 5 people. Yet that would be completely impossible, right? In Hollywood, in the past, during her quote-unquote career, Meghan was busted a couple of times in email conversation acting as somebody who represents her, not her. When in all reality, it was her. I had a really bad feeling this was going to happen. Now, according to my buddy Jay, word on the street is they cannot find any of these 5 people she's listed. Could that have been her? All 5 people? Which is another piece of evidence proving this has been her setup from day one. That's why the 5 quote-unquote friends were wanting to stay anonymous, even though they had her permission to talk to people. Mentally unstable, not my future president. So remember how we had talked about that one picture where she and her buddies are sitting on the wall at what looks to be Little St. James Island? Well, I noticed this picture of them with the plane in the background, and I did some digging. And I found out in 2016 and 2017, this plane was at Little St. James Island as well as St. Martin. Does this prove that Meghan and her buddies were in fact sitting on Jeffrey Epstein's island the entire time? Unbelievable. But I must say I'm not that shocked. I'm quite disgusted. A huge thank you to everybody who bought a treat for my babies. They're going to be even more spoiled, and it's because of you guys. And they totally deserve it, and we thank you so much. And if you want to treat my rescues to a treat, my PayPal's down below, and we thank you. I'll see you soon, and we'll talk fast. Y'all please stay safe and be blessed. If you're still here, I wanted to show y'all something beautiful. Supposed to have a group down here today. It's so hot anywhere else. And now it's starting to storm. It's been storming for like 20 minutes. I wanted to show you guys something. I gotta hop down. Ooh. It's so pretty out here. I love it. Alright, I'll be back. This is where we come when it's too hot to stay home. I love it up there. Isn't that beautiful? You just take your kayak or your tube or your float and just drift on down. Anyway, I wanted to tell you guys, this is Brown Mountain Beach. And there's a peculiar hole. I don't know why. There's one there, there's one there. And I'm not kidding. I was talking to a guy one time and he said it's a tunnel runs up underneath this creek. It goes from there to wherever. But look. People leave their trash and it makes me so mad. Ooh, it's raining and lightning. Isn't that beautiful? I'm trying to get to the hole without busting my tail. And stop. I made it to the hole. Ooh, it's lightning out here. Hold on. Let me fix my view. Hold on. Okay. I don't know what's in that hole, but there's an opening, and there's an opening. But look at, here's another hole. Whoa, I don't. But there's a perfect indentation, so you want to sit there in the sun. That's like amazing. But look, what is this? If anybody knows, I'd love to know. Wow. Isn't that neat? I'm afraid to put my feet in it and stand in it. I'm thinking it's quicksand. But this is a perfect seat when you want to lay out in the sun. You can sit right there. It's like an indentation in the rock. Okay, but if you don't know anything about Brown Mountain, especially Brown Mountain Beach, see, there's like little black stuff swimming around, and I don't think they're tadpoles. Ooh, they might be. Oh, no, I won't be going into there. Yikes. Anyhow, back in the 50s, this guy told a story that some fairies, actually, I know it sounds crazy, alien beings is what he called them. I call them fairies. Took him in behind a secret entrance in one of these rocks. And I have looked for this rock for 4 years, and I can't find it. Because I want to discover what he did. Look at the trash on the beach. That's not right. Anyway, it's totally clear on a nice, beautiful day. I'll tell y'all more about Brown Mountain Beach the next time. I'm going to go on and get back in the hippie van because my hair is getting all messed up. So's my dress.